Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Elaine. This is going to be a 20-minute practice that will take you from lying on the floor to do some prone back bends, to lying on your back to do some core activation, and then to a seated forward fold. This is also the third and final part of the yoga sequence I taught at my retreat in Austria this summer. No props needed, just a mat and a soft place. I'm in my garden of my friend here in British Columbia, and I can just see the sun setting behind me between the bamboo forest there. So come to lie down on your tummy and we'll get started. So taking your hands away from the mat, elbows in line with shoulders, feet hip distance apart, front of the feet pressed into the mat. Drop your forehead to the mat. As you inhale, start to lift your chest up and feel your elbows pressing into the ground. We'll do that a couple of times. I want you to imagine that the tips of your shoulder blades are drawing in as you lift, and they're relaxing as you lower to the mat. Just starting to wake up the muscles in the upper back. Will help with our posture. And then we're going to turn the hands out to the side, keeping the elbows in the same position. We're going to inhale, and if it feels okay, lift your arms so you're just pushing into your hands, and then soften down. Lift, tucking those shoulder blades toward your spine as you rise, and exhaling to land. One more time. Here we go. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to extend our left arm out. We're going to bring our right hand underneath our shoulder. And then we're just going to kick the back leg, and we're going to touch it behind us like that. So your hands are just resting either on the mat or just to the side. We're just going to turn and tap the foot behind us. So we're pushing into one hand. That's it. Good. Nice. Now, if you wish to add more shoulder work, you can extend one arm out, keep one bent, and then roll onto that shoulder as you lift the leg and tilt. That will give you more of a stretch. So choose which of these feels better for you. Feeling that nice rotation as you go from side to side. Good. Okay. Now we're going to take our back arm out and we're going to roll onto our side. We're going to take a hold of the ankle of that top leg, and we're going to bring our knees in line with each other. You might want to kick the bottom leg forward a bit to give you a bit more balance. You can rest your head on your arm. So the knee is low. It's not up here, it's down low. Take a breath in. As you exhale, push the foot into the hand. And hopefully you're feeling a stretch in the front of your thigh and your psoas as you do that. Inhale to prepare, and exhale to extend. Good. And now we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to roll away from you, switch the arms, roll onto your side, top leg bends, hand holds the foot, and then breathe in, and as you exhale, press the foot away. Now the foot can't go too far because the hand is holding it. There shouldn't be any pain in your knee. And just feel that nice stretch into the front of the thigh. And then release and come back. Now we're going to take it into a deeper back bend. So we're going to bend the left leg. Right hand is parallel to the short end of the mat, elbow and hand. And then take your left hand and hold your foot. Drop your forehead down. And as you push your foot away, you're going to push up onto your forearm and then release. Foot goes away and you're pushing down into your right arm to help lift your chest into more of a deeper back bend. Once you're here, maybe you move your hand and pivot it out, and that might help you lift a little bit more and push the foot away. Just see what feels okay for you. Keep the breath flowing nice and easy, and then release. We're going to change sides. So the left arm comes in front, right hand grabs the foot, lower the head towards the arm. As you breathe in, push the foot away and press into that upper arm. Press, lifting and releasing. And stay with this if that's feeling good. If not, you can always turn your left hand and find a little bit more lift. Keep pressing the foot back away, keeping the shoulders squared to the front of the mat as well. Lovely. And then release. So we have the option now to do both legs at the same time. If that's not for you, go back to doing one and then the other side. I'm going to bend both my knees. I'm going to reach back for my ankles. Got my hands around, fingers at the front, thumbs at the back. Drop the head down. And as I breathe in, I'm going to lift up and I'm going to lift my chest, push my feet back. And it's actually the pushing of the feet that lifts the chest. You can try to lift your knees away from the ground if that feels okay. Just see how you feel and then rest. Turn your head to the side. So if you were doing one leg, change to the other side now. Everybody turn your head to the back and we'll do one more time, lifting and pressing. Beautiful. It's not easy to breathe like this when you're in Dhanurasana, so do the best you can. Feel the extension through the shoulders, the upper back, and release and rest. Take a moment just to feel what it's like after squeezing and compressing the vertebra of the spine, particularly the lower back. Notice how it feels to relax and rest those muscles. I'm just going to turn over now, rolling onto the back. And we're going to readjust our clothing, make sure the ground is nice and flat, and then hug the knees into the chest and just massage anything that might need a little attention in your back. Okay, we're going to bring the feet down. Now we're going to go into some abdominal work. So I'm going to take one knee in and extend one leg out. And then I'm going to lift my head. You don't have to. You can keep your head on the floor and then switch. And switch. So as you draw one knee toward your chest, the other leg extends out. So just see. And if you wish, you can take this into scissors. This is a bit of a Pilates move where you have a straight leg extension. Gently holding the back of the leg, keeping the legs nice and straight and strong. Lifting the shoulders and the head to activate more core work. One more each side. Beautiful. And release. So now we're going to have the shins parallel to the floor, feet flexed, knees in line with hips. I'm going to take my arms out to a T shape. And I'm just going to start to lower my knees to one side, keeping both my shoulders pressed into the mat. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, come back up. And then exhale, lower to the other side. Take a breath in, and exhale, come back up. So do that again, using the out breath when you move, and the in breath when you're still. Little tip, make sure that the knees are out. They tend to want to come in to make it easier on the core. So just be aware of that. One option you can do is extend the top leg out and then switch as you go to the other side. This adds more weight. Only do what you can do, keeping the upper body rooted into the ground in my case, or into the floor. We'll do one more each side. Exhaling, waiting as you inhale, exhaling back up. And one last time. Feeling the oblique muscles working to lift the legs into the air. Beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to bring the hands down by the hips. Feet hip distance apart, flat on the floor. Inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, bring the knees to the chest. As you inhale, lift the legs. As you exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, land the feet on the mat. And exhale, bring the arms down by your side. One more time. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, legs extended. Exhale, knees bend. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, hands to the side. All right, so we're going to do a couple of those moves. We're going to bring the knees in and extend the legs up. From here, you have the option using your arms to help root you down. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, try to lift the sacrum away from the ground. Now you're going to draw your abdominals in here. So feel the deep core activation as you do that. This is just preparing us for the next exercise. I like to imagine that I'm pushing the ceiling with my feet as I do this. So make sure that you exhale and then lift. We'll just do 2 more. Lovely. Now we're going to go into a rollover. So I have my legs at, say, 45 degrees. Take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, push into the hands and bring the legs over parallel to the floor. Take the feet hip distance apart and slowly roll back down again. How low you go with the legs is up to you. Lift up, shins, legs parallel to the floor, and roll back down. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale and exhale back down. We'll just do 2 more. Feet separate. Good. Last time. And this time when you go back, we're going to go into halasana. So from here, you can stay here, take your hands to your back, or you can lower your feet towards the ground. Try to work your elbows in a little closer to being in line with your shoulders. Extend the legs, toes to the floor, back of the legs lengthening. It's not easy to breathe in this position, so try to lift the chin slightly to give you a little bit more space. And you can stay here, or maybe you play with lifting one leg up and lowering it, lifting the other leg up, good, and lowering it. And maybe you want to lift both legs into the air. Just see what feels okay for you. I'm going to stay here in halasana for a couple more breaths. It's a lovely inversion. We've got the hips above the heart, blood moving down into the upper chest. Just feel what's happening, making sure your neck feels comfortable and there's no pain. And then we're going to bring our hands down to the mat. We're going to slowly uncurl as we lower the spine back down to the earth. Beautiful. Then we're going to bend the knees and land the feet on the mat. And just turn the head to the side slowly, making sure the neck feels okay. That's good. And then we're just going to roll onto one side, make a little pillow with your arm, rest there for a moment. I've got this beautiful big plane tree above me. It is just gorgeous to look up and see the sky and see the leaves moving. And then push your hand and bring yourself to sit up. So we're going to do some forward folds now. So I'm going to get you to sit in Dandasana, so hands down by your hips. Flex your feet towards the sky. Push down through your hands and feel this lovely straight back and length through the back of your legs. Sorry, I seem to have the hiccups. All right, then we're going to bend the left leg and bring it in. And you want to have 2 fist distance between your heel and your inner thigh on this side. And then take your right hand behind you. Left arm sweeps out and around. We're going into a position called Mariachasana C. And it may be that you stop right here and press that knee back. Yeah. And then your hand goes out to the side, so your arms are almost like wings. And then you lean forward from here into the forward fold. Okay, this is a good place to start. So you're looking at your right toes and you're leaning forward. Maybe, if possible, you can bind your hands behind and getting that grip. Then you can push back with your arms to help bring you closer to your leg. So just be where your body is, not pushing or trying to be something that you're not right now, accepting the body's limitations, moving with your breath, and easing your way into this forward fold, binded position. Beautiful. All right, releasing the bind, we're going to take a hold of the foot and the knee, and we're just going to work at bringing the knee backwards and forwards, just a nice little twist. That's it, good. And then we're going to bring the groin in, the heel into the groin, and we're going to turn slightly more, so we're a bit wider. So you might feel a little stretch in the groin here on the side. And then I'm going to take a hold of my knee. I'm going to rotate to look behind me and coming into this little twist. Feel yourself growing taller as you breathe in. And then exhale, rotate. Breathe in, get taller, and exhale, revolve. And then the back arm is going to come up and it's going to arc over towards the extended leg. Inhale, land, and exhale, stretch. Feeling the muscles between the ribs, the big muscle that holds the hips and the ribs together, lengthening, and then stay. And then maybe bend the elbow and look up underneath a little bit. Just feel the rotation, the length you're creating between your intercostals. Taking a lovely breath in and out. One more inhale and out. Beautiful. And then release. And then we're going to come back around to sit this way. We're going to take this foot and we're going to take it over to the other side. So it's resting on the floor with the outside edge of the foot down. And then we're going to take the left arm behind us, right arm goes over the knee, and we're twisting again. Breathe in, get taller. Exhale, rotate. So this sequence, lots of forward folds, core activation, and twists. Great for our metabolism, good for our digestive system, and great for creating that agony, that fire that we need to digest our food, but we also need on an emotional level to give us that fire, that tapas that we need, the determination to make our goals, to go for what we want, to take action. So now sitting up nice and tall, keeping the extended leg flex, breathe in. And as you exhale, start to drop the chin to the chest and slowly fold over your knee, coming into a hamstring stretch. Now think about engaging your quad muscle on that leg that is extended so that the hamstring can lengthen. And letting the weight of your upper body drop towards your legs, giving you a nice stretch. And then slowly come back up and extend the legs. And we'll do the other side. So bringing the right leg in. Now that right butt cheek is going to be off the floor for sure. Make 2 fist distance between your heel and your groin. And then take your left arm behind you. Reaching forward, we're just going to sweep. We're seeing how much length we can create towards that extended leg, and then we press. So I'm pushing my arm, pushing this arm, and I'm trying to lean forward. And that may be it for you today. If the bind is not possible yet, this is a great place to be, extending forward. If the bind is there for you, take a hold, pressing the right knee back, extend over your left leg. Breathe in, relax. Exhale, lengthen. All the weight pressing on that left leg. Beautiful. Come up, release the bind, take the foot, hold it, and just rock forward and back. Trying to open up the hip a little bit more in preparation for the next pose. So bringing the heel into the groin and just turning slightly. That's it, good. And then rotating. So you're taking your left hand onto your right knee. You're turning away, feeling that stretch down the extended left leg. And then keeping good grip on the bent leg knee, start to lift the other arm over towards your extended leg. Inhale, land. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale and exhale. That's it. The next time you find yourself leaning over your leg, stay there. Bend your elbow. Maybe you gaze at the sky like I'm doing, or the setting sun between these beautiful bamboo. Or close your eyes. That might help you feel what's going on in your body better. Lovely. Coming back up. And now sitting, taking the back leg and bringing it over so that the foot is resting on its outside edge. So you can see that. And then bringing the knees as much on top of each other as you can, sitting up nice and tall, flexing the foot of the extended leg. Breathe in. And then start to slowly curl down over your legs. Hands can be on the mat. Think about squeezing that left thigh, engaging the upper muscle so that the hamstring can relax and lengthen. Lovely. Start to bring yourself back up. And now we extend both legs forward. Pull the flesh out from the buttocks so you're sitting comfortably on your sit bones. And now we're going to do Paschimotto Asana. Option for you, if this forward fold is not comfortable, you can bend your knees, have the feet together, and just lean forward like this if you want to work on the groin more. If otherwise, join me for this pose, reaching the arms up and reaching forward. Now, it might be good to have a little bend in the knees to get the chest fully connected to the thighs so that the lower back is protected. And then once you're there, then begin to extend and fold. So this pose can be challenging, it can be very relaxing, depends on how it feels for you. So keep the feet actively working by curling them up towards the sky or the ceiling. Feel the strength in your thighs, your quads engaging to let the hamstrings lengthen. And let the head be relaxed. Maybe you have a pillow to rest your head in. Sometimes it's nice to put a blanket under your belly here so that you can lean over it to come into the pose as well. Focus on breathing into the space between your shoulder blades and the back of your lungs. And as you exhale, just drawing your belly button in toward your spine. With the abdominals engaged, the lower back is free to relax and lengthen. With each exhale, feel yourself slowly descending, relaxing down towards your legs. And then start to walk your way back up. All right, we'll do a final twist to finish. So coming to lie on your back, taking your feet as wide as the mat and your hands out into a T shape. Drop your knees over to the left and just feel a nice stretch, hopefully in the front of that hip that is on top, maybe into the thigh. And just letting your head relax easily into this mat beneath you. And then lifting the legs and dropping them to the other side. A gentle twist to finish off this routine. If you've done the other two routines that were before this routine, this will be the end of a 90-minute yoga class. So well done if you've completed that. That's what we do on my retreats, 90-minute sequences that you learn, and then you have the video to continue to practice. Let's extend the legs out into Shavasana. Maybe you turn your palms towards the sky, relax your shoulders away from your ears, flop your feet, and just notice how the body feels. The poses, the twisting, the core activation, the forward folds. We have squeezed and twisted and turned our internal organs. We have released tension and tightness from the fascia around our muscles. We have given our spine and our muscles a wonderful gift today. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Feel the belly rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. Now you can stay here as long as you like. You can turn me off and just be here. But for those of you who have a morning practice, if this has been your morning and you need to get going, just take a nice stretch, lengthening your arms over your head, point your toes, and then take one knee and then the other and hug them in toward your chest. Good. Little massage for the back. Take your hands behind your knees, roll yourself up, and we are finished. Thank you so much to everybody who came into my retreat. I hope you enjoy this video version of our sequence. Thank you if you've just joined me for this one session. Please put any comments into the notes if you have any questions. And most importantly, do your daily practice. Take care of yourself. Namaste.